Okay, so hello to everyone now that's watching live, and I've got a couple of people on the call. So welcome everyone. Tonight is January 7th. This is the first Sunday of January 2024. Hard to believe that. And for those of you that might be new to this, I do this on the first and third Sundays of the month. So sometimes we go 3 weeks in between, which was the last 3 weeks. December had an extra Sunday in there. So welcome. And I've been undecorating today. So it was like about 8 o'clock and I was sitting in my chair just exhausted and like, oh my God, I got to stop. It's so much work to put it up and then so much work to take it down. But then I love it for the 6 or 7 weeks in between. Anyway, so have you guys been feeling the changes in energy? Because to me, it is very, very noticeable. I talked about it on the Universal Light Beings last Wednesday, and I mentioned it in like the blogs and the different locations, Telegram and different things like that, about what do you call it? About like waking up on New Year's Day at 5:55 a.m. and just boom, it's done. So, in fact, I wrote a blog about it even, just kind of talking about the changes and the differences. So if you haven't read that yet, it's on my website, goddesslight.net. Anyway, that was really kind of the opening of the floodgates. And this whole week since then, it's just been, I have just been swamped. I have just been, there's so much energy going on. And last night I was having a hard time sleeping. And I mean, I was really tired, and then I get into bed, and then suddenly I was like, bzz, 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 bzz. It's like I could literally feel the vibration as it was going through me. And I was like, okay, you guys, enough already. I need to get some sleep. And I think it was like 3 a.m. before I finally got to sleep. But I've been hearing about a lot of different people saying that they've had headaches, they've noticed the energy, that sleep is different, having more energy, having less energy. Just, it's so interesting how we all kind of process things differently. It's like some may have the total opposite of each other. So here we are. It is Sunday night again. And for those of you that would like to work privately with me, look at my website, goddesslight.net. Alexander and I are in the process of putting together a calendar so that you could look at the date and go ahead and choose your date. But pretty flexible right now because I'm just getting started in this and having the 5 days a week available. And so it's kind of just playing by ear. I've had a few people that just emailed me and said, hey, when are you available? And we just kind of go from there, so we can do it like that for now. But that schedule should be up there shortly. All right. I'm also making changes. My email carrier, I think I'm going to be changing. So if and I'm going to be trying to put something out. I think sometimes I only did once a month or twice a month. Very, very, very few emails. So I think I'm going to try to put that out more consistently, like maybe once a week or something like that. And what else is going on? So just a lot of changes and a lot of energy. And so we shall see. Usually when we have the teleconference, the ULBs are coming up, but they were already last Wednesday. So it's on their website. I did get that done. You see, I'm able to do a lot of things that I was too tired to do before. But in crystallinetransformations.com, I've been trying to do more and more and more to just to be able to get the website itself populated so that you don't have to go to a bunch of different locations. So you can start looking on there if there's any. I've got the latest mini on there, and I've got the latest universal with the 3 of them. So interesting thing, I had noticed a difference that night. I just, like when I got off the call, I said something to Alexander. I said, boy, that energy really felt different. He says, yeah, you were talking a lot faster. So, and I have noticed that before in other instances, that in certain times when I'm channeling, I just get faster, 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 faster. It's as if the light frequency or the vibration is just so different. And I just got to say it as fast as I can before it gets out of my mind or something, or out of my consciousness. I'm not sure. But anyway, I don't know if anyone else noticed the difference or the difference in the vibration. But that just isn't
I did notice that.
You did notice it? Yeah. Isn't that so funny? Yeah. And I got done sooner. Usually I have that channeling. It's like an hour and 40 minutes or an hour and 45 minutes. And this time it was like an hour and 25 minutes or something. It was a lot shorter. So anyway, it's kind of a funny thing. But I don't know. This year is going to bring about a lot of change for everyone. It is 23 was, I think, very much about pushing people to kind of look at their lives, think about their lives, think about what they're manifesting, think about what they want, and clear out things that don't work for them, which in turn then turns into 24, which is then a time to open up, to receive, to manifest differently, to create differently. So I really feel as if this is going to be a great year, and it's just going to be filled with all sorts of different energy and things. All righty, there we go. So I'm sure people are in here now, and I always like to chat just a little bit to let you know what's going on. And this one is on YouTube, whereas the Universal Light Bigs I don't put on YouTube because that's what got me taken down. But you can find it on. I do put a link on X. I don't do a whole lot on X, and Facebook and Rumble are the two primary places where you can find all my channels at this time. And except for this on YouTube. I'm actually taking a class tomorrow that's on building your YouTube channel. So maybe they'll give me some insights and things that can help build that up again. And maybe I can use it for more. The joke between me and Alexander is he's asked me about doing reels or doing these shorts or things like that. I don't know. I have a big resistance to it. but what I might do, because just so many of them that I see, I think, oh, that's so ridiculous. Why are you wasting my time? However, what I think I would do if I were going to do something like that is see about editing out like segments of the channels so that people could get a snippet of what the channel is all about. And then if they want to go back and listen to more, they can do so. But again, everything takes time. Although I was using this new,
probably be good exposure.
Yeah, it probably would. You're right. But let's see. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about that. Oh, so I was using this new, well, it's not new. I've had it for a long time, but I don't always use it. Wondershare Filmora. And I was using it the other day for something. And it actually, after I was done with this video that I was putting together, it actually populated a reel that the AI took from what I had done. And I thought, oh, good. It could do it for me. And then I could just choose, I want this one. I want that one. Instead of me going through and saying 6 minutes and 23 seconds, all that kind of stuff is just too hard. But anyway, so that's where I stand. That's what's going on. And again, if you just feel like if you're struggling, if you need help, doing energy work or information, then reach out and look at my website and you can get all the information about doing a private session. And usually we can get it done within the next few days or so, sometimes even that day. Don't promise, but sometimes. Okie dokie. Let me get back over here now. And we are going to change this. Let's see.
All participants are muted. The recording has started.
I honestly can't remember if I hit record the last time we were in here. I hope I did. Okay. So for these Goddess Light meditations, I invite you to take this as an opportunity to be open to your vibration, to be open to your energy, and give this as an opportunity for you to just receive the loving light, the loving support of your universal self. With so much happening on the earth, it's easy to get distracted or forget. So during the time of this meditation, let your focus be on going within you, clearing out whatever no longer serves you, and then receiving the loving support and the nurturing assistance from your soul essence. So as you take a deep breath in, you breathe down into your heart center. Every time that you breathe within your heart center, you are activating that energy body so that it may fully support you in your everyday life. As we vibrate at a higher frequency, your heart center is the center that everything revolves around. So let that be your focus at this now moment. And as you breathe into your heart, just feel as it beats. Maybe listen to it for a few beats and then breathe out. As you breathe out, you let go of any tension or stress. You let go of anything at all that may be hanging over you. As you take another breath in, this time feel as if you are sinking even deeper within you. And as you move more deeply within from your heart, you just send that intention or that awareness that goes into every cell within your body. And with every heartbeat, with every pulsation, you are sending a clear intention that you are connecting to the light and it is pulsating through you. You breathe in and out gently and easily. With your third breath, feel as if you breathe all the way down, like you're breathing in through your nose, but you follow that breath as it goes all the way down within you. And you anchor it in the space where your soul is anchored within you. Your cells are illuminated. Your energy is connected. And you are ever present. You breathe in and you breathe out. Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out to embrace you in this now moment. You are beginning a new year upon the earth. And with every new year, humanity has a tendency to look back at the past and then consider your intention for whatever you may choose for this upcoming year. I invite you to take a deep breath in and breathe it into your heart. And whatever comes to your mind about your intention for the year, align with whatever that may be. And then let it go. Every time that people make, what do you call them? Resolutions, reservations, resolutions, intentions. There's a word for it. New Year's resolutions. That's it. Every time that people make a resolution or put forth an intention for the year, most often it comes with this huge accompaniment from your ego or your mental self saying, yes, this is what I want to manifest, and I want it to look like this, and then have this, and then have this, and then have this, as if you have everything already planned out. Some people leave it very wide open which is exactly the way it should be. But it never hurts everyone to just let things go and take a moment and just be present in this now moment. At the beginning of this year, just breathe in and let yourself be present, as if every breath in and every breath out, you're allowing that flow of energy to move gently and easily within and around you. Consider your life as if you are looking around you. Consider your life. I know I just asked you to let go of everything that was specific. And then I say, well, consider your life. Perhaps I did those backwards. But everybody has the intention of what they wish to have within their life, what they wish to manifest, which could be multiple different levels of things, what they actually have. And in doing so, they could be very different and diverse from one another, or it can all support one another. In this year, for one of the first times, you will really notice a difference between where people are in their life and where the potentials are swirling around. You remember how I have mentioned in past channels about the third dimension collapsing in on itself. And it therefore is essentially gone, or it no longer has an impact. The benefit of that is that it will no longer feed those low vibrational frequencies that become so frustrating in your everyday life. The flip side of that also is that you are just now beginning to become accustomed to whatever it is that you are seeking. You are also becoming accustomed to the changes in vibration so that the perception of what you seek may shift as it needs to be more fully in alignment. There we go. Now I could feel that vibration move out amongst all of you. This is why at the beginning of these meditations, it's a good time to just take stock of what's around you, what changes may be happening, and acknowledging what has been and where you are right now. So breathe down into your heart center and create that ball of light. You are already focused within your heart from the breathing, so it's very easy to connect with it. You then send that down through your energy bodies, through your solar plexus, your sacral, your root center. And you send it all the way down into the earth. Some of you are noticing that your alignment with the earth is changing. Does Gaia feel the same as it did before? Or are you now understanding that you align with the higher frequencies of Gaia? So, as that ball of light is moving and connecting and anchoring you, put forth a clear intention. That you will align with the highest light vibration so as to fully support you. You then let that energy come back up within you. You send it up through your throat, your third eye, your light body, your head center, and you send it all the way up to your higher self. Just notice, kind of as an aside, do you discern your higher self differently than what you did before? There's a good chance you are. Linking even with your higher self in a different way. You let your energy continue to flow upward. As you follow that stream or that thread that connects you into your human existence, you find yourself merging with your soul essence. As I said that, I could just feel people expanding out even further. As you feel this essence of your soul, take a moment and allow the vibration and frequency to just simply wash through you. For so long, many, many people have been distant from the essence of their soul. So take this moment and just be present. Your perception of your divinity may be a little different. Your perception of the other aspects of you that are floating in and around here or moving in different life experiences may be a little different. Open your consciousness and receive the flow of knowledge and awareness as everything comes through. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. As I do so, I reach out to embrace you in this now moment. As our energies merge, everything moves into the place of the all that is. Pay attention to where you arrive within this frequency, because the entire all that is has shifted into a higher frequency. This is your place of creation. This is where you come as your divinity, sometimes communicating with others, sometimes trying out different options. But in every place, in every time, it is a place where you can come and communicate with God, Goddess, anyone that is of a high light frequency that may perhaps have some answers for you. The vibration of this place is at a very high frequency, which is why you would not have anything that was a low vibration within this frequency. So just let yourself relax, open up your energy, and just feel the wash of everything that comes through here. For many of you, it is as if you have a day at the spa when you're just relaxing and everything is washing away and everything is clearing out so that you can just be present. And as this is happening to each one of you, I can feel the relaxation that is taking place. There is an intrinsic rhythm that you are each aligning with. Open up your consciousness and listen or feel or just know what that rhythm is to you. That is something that is coming from your own soul. That is the heartbeat of your soul living here within you so as to support you. For so many, it's as if it beats a little slower. For others, it may sound as if it's drums. For others, there may be toning or chimes. As you tune into that which is your frequency, you begin to feel your whole consciousness just relaxing. As humanity, it is very hard for the vast majority of you to truly relax. You have your cell phones, you have your computers, you have your TV, you have your communication with others, and it's very hard to disconnect from everything and just relax. So let this be that moment for you. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. As I look around this space, I notice that every single one of you are expanding. So one way to consider this is the more tense and uptight you are, the more constricted your energy. The more you just listen to that inner tone, that inner drum, that inner heartbeat, it just naturally relaxes you, and therefore all your energies move out even further. Let this be your oasis. Have a sense of looking down a timeline of 2024. This is not anything that anybody else has told you about. This is you from within your soul. Look down that timeline and just pay attention. Okay? Most of you are doing a great job, but some of you are still putting forth what you want to see. So let go. And instead, just be in this vibration and this frequency. And as if you are opening up a doorway, look down the hall, look down the months, look across the meadow, out through the ocean, whatever resonates with you, and see potentials in 2024. Indeed. Some of you are tapping into community energies, which is perhaps something that may happen globally or in your community. Others of you are being given insights about your own upcoming year. This is a moment of simply being in the flow of receiving. Receive this energy. Receive this essence and see what happens. What I notice is that the more that people are relaxing, the greater the flow of information. This is also giving people not only insights about their life that they can know immediately, but potentials that they may move into their subconscious and it will come out as it needs to. You are not alone. There are many angels and light beings that are here in support of you. I know there are many people at this time that paint all angels or beings or ETs as something negative. However, as you can see right here, there are many, many, many that are loving, high vibration, and in support of you. So let go other people's belief systems and be open to know your own belief or your own reality. What I notice is that there are a number of you that are walking down a pathway. And it is as if by walking down this pathway, you're walking through at least the first several months of the year. If that makes it more real for you, then allow your consciousness to move in such a way. Some of you are communicating with your guides or with your divinity. Others of you are opening up and receiving the love and the support that is here. Feel who you are and know that unconditional love. As I look at you, there are quite a few that are still in a place of like suspended animation. You're still in that place of just feeling the love, the support, the energy, and you don't worry about a thing. How often do you allow for that to take place in your everyday life? This is a place that you may encounter other aspects of your soul. As your soul, you're this massive ball of energy or light. And from that, there's you, the person in this lifetime. There's you, perhaps past or future aspects of you. So open up and ask to speak with whatever aspect of you can be most beneficial in chatting with you at this time. Some of you, it's as if I see you sitting in two chairs side by side. Others continue to walk that pathway. Others are sitting in front of the ocean. So if there is a visual that helps you to open up, then open and receive the alignment with that other aspect of you. As you see it or connect with it, is there a message from this aspect of you that can help you with where you are right now in your life? If you look different, then open up instead to just feel the vibration or the frequency so that you know that this is still you. There is so much that you have to give. There is so much that you can also receive in terms of support. As you return back to that place of suspended animation, where you were completely relaxed, your energy was expanded, absorb all that is here for you within this space. As I look at each one of you, there is this expanding awareness of who you are. You are integrating the information from your future self, or perhaps past self. You are receiving this knowledge and energy. Allow for everything to balance within you. You may also notice how quickly the energy transitions within this space. You have the ability to change things in your own life in a very quick and efficient way. It need not be days or weeks or months of struggle. The change comes from putting forth your awareness in that expanded state and then being open to receive. Feel what this is for you. I invite you to pull your energies back in to a degree. Look around within this space, and you will notice there are others that are here. Whenever each one of you is working on yourself, it is as if you create a space that will contain your energy without any bleed over from anybody else. And this is why, when you are ready to do so, you just let that barrier come down and you look around and notice the other people that are here. As you gather together as one, take a moment to notice, are the people standing there looking as the human or the person in this lifetime? Or are they still integrating the vibration and the frequency so they look perhaps like someone from the future or someone from the past? Receive whatever knowledge is here for you in this situation. You see coming up within the center of that group a hologram of the earth. The hologram represents the higher frequency that is the earth plane. So in some regards, it's as if it's just shining forth white, pink, green, blue, this just colored energy instead of looking like it normally would look. But you know that that hologram represents the earth. Infuse your connection with your future and past selves. Infuse that ability to just completely relax into this hologram. And as you do so, an aspect goes out into the universe, and the remainder of that hologram goes down. It goes into and around the earth. It moves through the many layers of vibration and frequency until it anchors within the center of the earth. As it anchors, it's recalibrating with the vibration and the frequency that is there within the crystal cities and there within the crystal energy of the earth. It then comes back up. It comes up to you through that column of light where you anchored yourself. It comes up through the grass, the trees, the water, so that it is available to everyone upon the earth. This is another way of bringing from the unconscious into the conscious the ability to connect with other aspects of you. This is another way to bring from the unconscious into the conscious the higher vibrational frequencies so that you may understand what that is. Feel again that pulsation that you felt in the all that is. You allow the remainder of your consciousness to move back down. It comes from the all that is through the soul plane, through your higher self, and it streams back down within you. And as it's anchoring within you, take a moment and you may have a perception of just how much greater your expansion is in this moment. You may have a perception of the higher frequencies that are around you right now. It's difficult to be in this space 24/7, but the more times that you can come here, perhaps at meditation, or as you're going to sleep or waking up, it becomes easier and easier for you to be in this very natural flow of the higher frequency. As you continue to anchor, I invite you to come back within the room. You may press *6 on the phone if you would like to ask a question. If you're watching this on video, you can look in the comments or in the description for the phone number that you need to call.
All participants are muted.
Oops, wrong button.
Q&A session has started.
Yes, we will answer as many questions as we can. That seemed to really go quickly tonight. Someone else was talking about beforehand the quickness and movement in the lighter frequency.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello there.
Kathy.
Hi.
Oh, boy, I was way out there on this meditation. It was wonderful.
Indeed.
And I saw a few things on my timeline, but then I found myself kind of molding it to what I wanted. And I just wondered if you could tell me what anything for my timeline this year.
Well, the first,
helpful.
Yeah, the first thing that's coming across to us is retiring from your job, or at least cutting back to, you've already cut back to part-time, haven't you?
Right. Yeah, I really want to retire.
And
totally.
it feels like that happens. And it feels like you might find either something else to do. The reason that we asked about if you were already part-time is we do see you doing something. We do see you working with, with the accounting and the different things that you are good at. So it may be that you find something else to do, but the first thing that we saw in like big red letters was retirement. So our perception is,
Great.
and you did a great job of just saying, okay, what's in this year for me? And then you were open to receiving messages. However, there was so much that was coming in for you to do, and you thought, but wait a second, I'm not going to have time to work. And that's when you kind of started asking more questions and making it more, less expansive and more constricted. But that's the biggest thing that we see for you. We also see you. Pardon?
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So we also see you getting messages from the dolphins or messages from the ocean. It's almost like the ocean itself, the vibration and the frequency of the ocean. And so maybe it's the dolphins, maybe it's something else, but we see you deciding to like just post it maybe on Facebook or maybe in different places. Just, hey, I got a message this morning. And this is another way of opening up your consciousness and opening up your energy, and you receive that information.
Wow, that's great. Well, I live by the Chesapeake Bay, and I talk to it just comes to me to talk to the spirit of the bay all the time when I'm down there.
Well, there you go.
But there's lots of dolphins too.
Yeah, there you go. So you're already talking to the spirit of the bay. That's even more expansive, and that's more inclusive than the dolphins. So that's excellent. So you're already doing it.
Oh.
But one of the things that we would say to you is begin to write these down, and maybe it's just a little notebook or something like that. But it feels as if it begins to be a much more inclusive group of messages than what you've been getting in the past.
That's great. Great. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So there's no one else in the queue. If anyone wants to jump on, it's *6. Shelly's hearing in the background, oh, maybe she should have sent out a second email. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I want to ask you, what do you see for me this year as far as the upcoming year? And am I doing the right things as far as my job and the way I'm doing things?
So we see you standing. It's very interesting. It's have you seen those things that people like you go to? I don't know if it's a Scottish fair or something where it's like a big tall what do you call those things? Telephone pole type thing, and you're standing there balancing on it. So when you said, do you see anything for me? That was the first image that we saw, was that you're balancing on this big tall telephone pole. So what that means is that it's like someone that's on a tightrope, or someone that's trying, that's very big and expansive and has a lot of potential and opportunities, but you're trying to keep it in this very small, tiny thing. And for you, like, a telephone pole would be what, the size of your foot or even the ball of your foot. And so the first thing that we got for you about, the message that goes along with this is that you don't need to stay on this telephone pole. You don't need to be everything to everybody all the time. And so what that means to you, you probably know more than we do. But we just feel as if in this year, it's going to be a time when you kind of let go of some things, and perhaps people, perhaps relationships, perhaps job. It just feels like you need to make a decision and just say, you know what, I don't need that in my life anymore. I'm going to focus over here. And in doing so, you'll step off this telephone pole and you'll be much more present in your life, and there won't be as much stress, and you'll be able to just find a much greater focus. You've been able to do this for a very long time, but it's wearing you out, and you need to be able to rejuvenate yourself. So that's our sense for you this coming year, is that you make changes in responsibility and relationships and perhaps job. And the biggest one, though, is inside of you, saying that I don't have to be everything to everyone all the time. Instead, I'm going to be first and foremost understanding of myself, and in that flow, and then reaching out. Here's this relationship that I've never seemed to succeed at, so maybe I'm going to let that one go. Here's this job that pulling me down and I can't stand it anymore, well, maybe I'm going to let that go. And this doesn't mean you have to physically do everything all at once, but just start with the energy of letting these things go and then see where that gets you. And then things will kind of even out. Does that make any sense to you, beloved?
Yeah. I've been tired lately, been kind of working a lot, and I've been wearing myself out, just trying to rest this week and relax a little bit and see what I want to do in the future.
Oh.
One more question. Can you tell me, as far as like Trump and ABS and everything, is this coming to an end in the next few months? But thank you for everything you've told me.
Yeah, you're welcome. And, I don't really get into any of that political stuff. So what I know is that in this energy of 2024, things that were hidden can no longer be hidden. So if I had to make a guess, I would say, yes, it's coming out very, very soon. And it should have already come out. But the sense I get is that it's coming out very soon. It's already coming out. It's already there. But it's going to come out in a much broader way than it has in the past.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
I'm going to be like Kathy. I'm going to ask, what do you see for me when I was walking down, down the 2024?
Mm-hmm.
Part of me felt like I was looking at a Christmas store or something. I'm like, wow, this year. I was just finding all these Christmas presents, and I think at one time I even walked up to Jesus, and he, I don't know, it probably led me to Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same.
Yeah, it's so funny that you mentioned walking up to Yeshua, because that was one of the first things that we saw around you was walking up to Yeshua. And your perception of, you kept seeing all these gifts. Well, these gifts, of course, everyone thinks, these gifts are for other people, which they are at Christmas time. But in a meditation like this, those gifts were gifts for yourself. What are you willing to give yourself this year? What are you willing to receive this year? What are you willing to be open to and in the flow of receiving this year? So how beautiful that it was a whole bunch of gifts and things like that. The thing that we saw with you is you were really working with one of your future selves. And this feels like it was someone that came from another planet and looked quite different. It feels like a feminine energy. And it's someone that you've been working with for quite some time. You've been merging and bringing in this energy a lot. And it was so different that sometimes it feels like she's further away. And then sometimes it feels like she came in further. But it was like we saw you. At one point, we see the image that you saw, and then we saw an image of you with Yeshua, and then we saw an image of you in this lifetime, and then we saw an image of you with your future self. So it's like your pathway was actually quite congested. We see like there were about 5 or 6 different things. It's like a little bit of this, and then a little bit of that, and then a little bit of this. And the overall reason for this is that they wanted you to know at the very beginning here that so much of this work that you've been doing that left you feeling so imbalanced and so out of sorts with things is now going to have a lot more support and a lot more energy. And that's part of those gifts to yourself, is that you're not alone. You're not doing things by yourself. And your work situation and all the different things in your life will now be more fully supported. Hello?
Okay. Yes.
You're just integrating probably.
Yes. There's just one point, something in August, it felt like I hit a wall. I don't know. It was like an old energy. I don't know if somebody passed away or what.
We don't know that. We didn't pick up on anything that specific. We didn't see August in particular. We just saw like these snapshots of these different things coming up for this year.
Yes. It's just amazing. I'm just so surprised to see. Was there a reason why Jesus or Joshua's message for me?
Well, you work with him all the time. And so he was here to just say, because it felt like it was a higher vibration or frequency than what you've worked with. Like whenever you connect with these beings, you always connect at a vibration that's in alignment with you. But what he was doing was introducing himself at this higher frequency or this higher level. And so the two of you guys are going to be working in a new way because it's at a new frequency.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. And I wonder if I have a specific master or angels or ascended beings that are going to help me this year, or what can I accept? What kind of change I can accept in my life this year?
So it was very interesting as we looked at you, as we're looking at you in the All That Is and who was there working with you. We felt like there was a past life, a past aspect of yourself. Well, was it past? Was it future? It felt like it was someone from the times of Atlantis, but the times of Atlantis when things were very agricultural and very enlightened. And, it was before all the corruption came in. And this was an aspect of you that was, and this was you. It was not an angel or a guide. This was you. And she was coming forth and saying, hey, you know what? You've been through changes like this before. You've been through tough times like this before. You've been through this in particular during this life in Atlantis. And it felt like she was bringing forth an experience of having had a similar lifetime to you, but it was just in a different time, space, reality. So we felt like there was a lot of support and energy coming from her. Christina is the name that we heard from her. Don't know if that's correct or not. And then the other one walking with you was then a future self that looked like more of a cosmic. And your husband was there too. So it was like you developed this group because we saw this past one first and foremost. That was the most prevalent, and then this cosmic that looked like from Pleiades, and then your husband was there, and then this other being. So we felt like there were quite a few there, and what they were saying to you is they want you in this year to be to give it up. That's the phrase we just heard, give it up. We know that there's been so much you've been seeking to manifest. There's been so much you've been doing. You've had a lot of loneliness. You've had a lot of struggle, and they're asking you to just give it up and then just see what may manifest in replacement for that.
Good. I hope I can give up. It's not easy.
It's not easy. No, it's not, is it? So just go back to the All That Is, go back and listen to this again, and you will get more and more insights, and you will practice it, and it will get easier and easier for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, now it's really full of people, so I'm afraid I can only do one more.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Welcome.
Thank you. I had the call on the whole time, but I was distracted the whole time checking into a dirty room in a hotel.
Oh, okay.
I missed everything. I just wondered if you have a message for me. I'm back from Hawaii.
Oh, did you have a good trip? Did you do what you needed to do with your friend?
Yes. I had 2 weeks with Auntie Momi, 97-year-old Kahuna Nui, 7th generation, and we had a wonderful, wonderful visit. So I'm back in Mesquite, Nevada, in this cheap place. They can't rent dirty rooms. So anyway.
So we didn't really see anything from this night per se because you weren't on the trip. I mean, frequently, even though people are distracted, we might still see them experiencing that with an unconscious aspect of themselves. But we didn't see that with you this time. We felt like the more important message to you was about everything that you're going to be integrating from your time in Hawaii. And we see you writing a lot about that. And we see, like, in this journey, what people were doing was meeting aspects of themselves, past, future, present. and that's what's going to help them. So what you did through this time that you spent with your friend in Hawaii is all about setting up the energies of kind of walking between dimensions and having different experiences that are between dimensions. And in doing so, it was going to just bring you a lot of information. And we heard you talking to people about it. We see groups around you, and you're just talking about it. And this year is about helping all the many, many, many millions of people that have not yet begun to learn how to listen to their intuition, or listen to their heart, or listen to whatever messages may be coming from within them. So I see you in small groups doing this with people and kind of helping people get in touch. And the messages that you received from your friend is a lot of what's the foundation for what you'll be talking about and teaching.
Right, because she lives within different dimensions. And I lived in her home with her.
Yes.
I lived in her home with her for 2 weeks. I mean, I didn't even have a car. It was like being immersed in something else, So just to keep tuning into that and seeing how it can guide me to the next things I'll be doing.
You received download after download after download after download after download while you were there. And you had the ability, and she walked with you hand in hand, walking between dimensions and walking between timelines and walking between lifetimes. And so she was helping you to really clear the past and open up to new and different opportunities that you are unaware of at this time.
Okay. Does it feel like I might go back in May?
Yes. High potential. High potential.
Right. A stone from the Bishop Museum. She's going to bring it to the Heiau.
Yeah.
So maybe integrate, work with that, and then plan on going back.
And you may decide that you stay there for a month or more, for a longer period of time.
Right. I planned on it this time, but I didn't want to get involved with their other family, who's kind of argumentative and all that on the other island.
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed with her for 2 weeks in her home Christmas. Right?
Yeah.
And then she went over there. I just didn't, without a car, I didn't want to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
In a fighting situation. I just wanted her energy. So
yeah.
Okay.
So exciting year for you.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. This was distracting for me tonight. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I'll listen to the replay.
Okay. You're welcome, beloved. And we're sorry we can't answer the other questions. You can either check Shelly.
Okay.
We're not talking to you. Where you can check Shelly's website.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted.
And then you can go even more deeply and work one-on-one with her. Okay. This year is going to be a year of many distractions. It's going to be a year of many fabulous opportunities that may seem as if they come out of nowhere. This is going to be a year when more than ever, each one of you need to listen to your intuition. You need to listen to your insights. You need to listen and know who you are, where this is coming from. But even more important than that as your own soul, you have so much support. You have many of the answers that you're already looking for. So, beloved, walk through 2024, manifesting even more of your divinity than ever before. Look out at the world through the highlight frequency and know that I am ever with you. Ansa Luia.